Hey everyone, welcome back to Lammis Creations DIY. My name is Tammy. In today's video I have a fall craft and a not so fall craft. I hope everyone enjoys. Let's start crafting. So first I found these in my stash. I have a whole bunch of them. They're already all pre-painted white. And what I'm deciding to do is I'm going to take this putty, and at first with my fingers I'm going to kind of spread it and make it all bumpy all over this one. Just using my fingers. All over the jar, but not on the rim of the jar, or pot, not a jar. And then on this one, I'm using this little spatula thing that I have, and I'm going to use that and spread it all out, and then I'm going to try and smooth it like you would cake, icing on a cake. Smooth it all down to make it a little bit different. I thought this would be fun and neat to do. Took a good day and a half for all of this to dry, but it's all good. If you hear rain in the background, I'm sitting out on my porch and it is raining. So I found all these pumpkins at Walmart. They're just over $1 a piece. And what I'm going to do is paint them all. Wasn't really liking the colors they were. We're going to go with something different. So I took some orange and some red and brown, painted the one, added some white, painted the second one. Then I took some green, some black, I think I add brown, and I also add white into this one. And then I also add in a little bit of baking soda to make it a little thicker. And I paint that green pumpkin this color. Then, taking my baking soda and paint mixture, I painted that other pumpkin. And then taking the same brush, I added some brown paint, painted that other pumpkin. And now taking way too much of this gray paint and the same brush again, I'm going to paint this pumpkin. And here they all are, all dry. Then I go ahead and separate them into 3 and remove all the little stems on them. I take the green one first, slide it onto a skewer, and I'm making sure here that there is enough so I can stick it in to the pots. Then taking some raffia, I'm just going to take a few pieces, wrap it around that skewer, and then taking the second pumpkin, I'm going to add some hot glue down and then glue it on top. Then I glue a leaf on top, a leaf on top of that one, and I glue the third one down on top of the second one, just like so. Again, adding some hot glue so they stick together. Now I found this branch out in my yard, so I'm just going to cut a piece off, and I'm going to use that as the stem. Just using some hot glue and pushing it into place and holding until it sets. Taking some more raffia. I do eventually, figure it out and get some foam and stick this in the foam so it's easier to work with. But I got some more raffia, glued it into place, and there's the foam. I finally got it. And then I found this orange see-through ribbon, which I thought would go perfect with this. And all I do is tie it into a double knot there around the stem. And I use my hot glue just to glue it into place here and there. Dovetail my ends because they were a little too long, so dovetail them a little upwards. And this one is done. And then you'll see in the photo how I did the second one. Now that all that spackle is dry, I wanted to just dry brush over this one, but I ended up painting the whole entire thing, which was fine. And then on this second one, which all the bumps, I just dabbed it all over the bumps just to raise it and make it look better. And then taking my baking soda and house paint, I just dabbed that onto this jar, making it look like that, which I love. And then taking some green acrylic paint, I did the same thing to this one. Just dabbed it all over to make it look like that. Excuse me. Adding some rocks to the bottom for filler and for weight. And then I take a styrofoam ball, cut it in half, and I fill in the rest of the pot. I could not, for the life of me, find my other foam, so this is what I used. It works. Just using some hot glue. I know it's not going to stay forever, but just to keep it in place for now, and then I fill in around the pot. Then I take some Spanish moss, and I glue it on top of all that foam to give it a nice base. I do that to both of them. And this is how it turned out. I love them. I hope you like them too. On to the second one. So I finally made it to a Dollar Tree. It's about 3 hours away, and I found these here at the Dollar Tree. And what I'm going to do is take them outside and spray paint them with this matte finish spray paint. And this is how they turned out. Then taking a mixture of the brown and my house and baking soda paint, I'm going to paint all these little knobs, which are going to be the feet. And then mixing some more of the brown with to make it a lighter, I'm going to dry brush over top of this vase, and then with my finger I kind of mute it in just to smudge it all in together. It looks really awesome after that. I glued the feet down to the bottom of the tray, and then using my Gorilla Glue and hot glue, I'm going to glue that vase into the middle of the bottom plate. And then I do the same thing for the top. So I finally got to a Dollar Tree. It's about 3 hours away. And boy, was I disappointed. Every Dollar Tree that I've seen in videos, they have everything all nice and set up in order and in areas that you could find things. This Dollar Tree I went to was horrible. Everything was everywhere. You can, like, there wasn't just one area for stuff. It was everywhere. I was kind of disappointed. Maybe next time it'll look better. And there's my tray, all nice and complete. Could be used for any time. I'd like to thank you for watching. If you could, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like this video, and don't forget that bell. I hope everybody has a wonderful Thursday, and we'll see you again next time.